Good morning. I'm Colonel Roberto B. Sarmiento, the Group Commander of the 3rd RCDG Army Reserve Command. I am responsible for the administration of the Reservist and Retirees Affairs and the ROTC program in Region 3. Today, I'm going to give you an orientation on the ROTC program. And the scope of my presentation is as shown: history of ROTC programs, the specific provisions and pertinent laws, what is Reserve Officer Training Corps, ROTC objectives, ROTC policies, benefits for the ROTC cadets, opportunities, benefits of reservists, salary of active military, and the last one is the LCC ROTC program. History of the ROTC program. On 1912, marked as the beginning of the genuine ROTC instruction in our country. On 17 March 1922, the Department of Military Science and Tactics was formally organized in the University of the Philippines. On 23 December 1935, the Commonwealth Act No. 1, known as the National Defense Act, is legal basis for the conduct of ROTC instruction. Next is the following specific provisions and pertinent laws. Based on our Constitution, the Armed Forces of the Philippines is the protector of the people and the state. Commonwealth Act No. 1, other known as the National Defense Act of 1935, requiring the compulsory military training for all college students. Executive Order No. 207. The implementation arm of this act issued by President Manuel L. Quezon to prepare the youth for the defense of the state. Presidential Decree 1706 amended the Commonwealth Act No. 1 in 1990, known as the National Service Law, which offered three components: National Service Program, namely Military Service, Civic Welfare Service, and the Law Enforcement Service. It is being implemented by the Department of National Defense, Commission on Higher Education, and the Department of Interior Local Government. However, concerned agencies were not prepared to implement the CWTS and LAS components. Thus, the Military Science Program was the only program pursued in colleges and universities. Republic Act 7077, enacted on 27 June 1991, otherwise known as the Armed Forces of the Philippines Reservist Act, which enforced and prescribing for a 2-year ROTC program as a requirement for graduation to all tertiary level students. Expanded ROTC program in 1994. A tripartite committee was formed among DND, CHED, and DILG representatives modifying the traditional 2-year ROTC program, which provide for a mandatory military training for the first curriculum year and optional to pursue military science, civil welfare service, and the literacy service on the second year. Republic Act 9160, where the RO 77 and PD 1706 were amended. Known as the National Service Training Program, Act of 2001 was formally assigned by PGMA on 23 January 2002 and promulgated on 23 March 2003, having the three components: the ROTC program, the literacy training service, and the civil welfare training service. What is Reserve Officer Training Corps? It is a program institutionalized under Section 38 and 39 of RA 7077, designed to provide military training to tertiary level students in order to motivate, train, organize, and mobilize them for national defense preparedness. And what is Literacy Training Service? LTS is a program designed to train students to become teachers of literacy and numeracy skills to school children, out of school youth, and other segments of society in need of their service. And what is Civic Welfare Training Service, or the CWTS? It refers to program of activities contributory to the general welfare and the betterment of life for the members of the community or the enhancement of its facilities, especially those devoted to improving health, education, environment, entrepreneurship, safety, recreation, and moral of the citizen. Effective school year 2002 and 2003, all freshmen, male and female students in the tertiary level are mandated to finish 1 year of any one of the NSTP components as a prerequisite for graduation from any baccalaureate degree course or from any 2-year technical and vocational course, meaning 1 year of NSTP components will be taken for a period of 1 year or 2 semesters. Nung mga nakarang ROTC natin, mandatory siya. But when the implementation of the Republic Act 9163, ang mga first-time student sa colleges and universities ay may option para mamili kung alin sa tatlo ang kanilang i-enroll. However, it is in the IRR or the NSTP law that the SUCs or the state university and colleges should give priority on the ROTC program, especially those SUCs that the ROTC is activated. Otherwise, all activated units or ROTC activated units dapat ma-maintain nila yung minimum requirements na para ma-maintain nila yung pagiging activated ROTC units nila. Next is the Republic Act 9163. Again, the National Service Training Program, Act of 2001, is aimed at enhancing civic consciousness and defense preparedness in the youth of developing the ethics of service and patriotism while undergoing training in any of its 3 program components. Kagaya ng sinasabi ko kanina, from mandatory ROTC, na-amend yung some portion of the RA 7077, which is pumasok na itong RA 9163, na kung saan ay nagkaroon ng malayang pagpipili ang estudyante sa first year college ng lahat ng SUCs kung alin ang kukunin niya sa 3 components. So what is Reserve Officer Training Corps? The ROTC. ROTC is the primary source of reservist officers and enlisted reservists of the reserve force in the armed forces of the Philippines. Kailangan natin palakasin ang ating depensa. At para maintindihan nyo, ang bumubuo ng total force ay ang ating regular force, reserve force, and the people. But focus tayo sa regular sa reserve force. Ang regular force, ito yung mga military personnel na nasa active status. And the reserve force, na kung tawagin natin ang reservist, ito naman yung mga person natin na hindi active, inactive status. Okay. Next is, it is one of the primary source of officers' corps of the Arms of the Philippines, which accounts for 64%, while the remaining 36% comes from other source. Kagaya ng sinasabi kanina, hindi lamang ito ang pinanggagalingan ng ating mga reservists o reserve force. Dito ay nanggagaling yung ating mga opisyal o mga enlisted personnel sa active service, sa regular force. Ibig sabihin, yung mga kadete natin na nag-graduate ng basic ROTC, they are qualified for enlistment and the regular force. And the officers or the advanced ROTC cadets na tinapos nila ang 4 na taon sa pagiging ROTC, advanced cadets, at nagpatuloy silang kinuha ang POTC or MS-43, sila ay qualified para makomisyon at makapasok sa regular force. Next, the ROTC is a program designed to provide military training to tertiary level students in order to motivate, train, organize, and mobilize them for national defense preparedness. Considering that our country is a developing country, and at the same time, our country is situated in a strategic location. So, sa dinami-dami ng island ng Pilipinas, there are more than 7,000 islands and islands. Kailangan natin itong madepensahan. At ito ay hindi kaya ng regular force natin alone. Kailangan natin mag-develop, mag-organize ng mga kabataan, lalo na sa mga estudyante na sa kolehiyo, sa pamamagitan ng ROTC program, para alam nila kung paano depensahan ang kanilang lokal pag mayroong mga banta patungkol sa seguridad. Noong nakaraang SONA ng ating Commander-in-Chief or the President of the Republic of the Philippines, that was on 25 July 2016. Sabi niya, restore mandatory ROTC. Let us also strengthen our ROTC program to instill love of country and good citizenship. Ito yung mga direktiba ng ating Commander-in-Chief, kundi President Duterte. Free from hazing and abuses. Kaya kung titinan nyo yung mga nangyari ng panahon na pag-aabuso sa ROTC program ay hindi na dapat at hindi na mangyayari sa panahon ngayon. Dahil unang-una, meron na tayong anti-hazing law na kung saan yun ang maibabaw pag ang pinag-usapan, batas at implementasyon ng ROTC program sa kolehiyo. Pangalawa, implementors must be upright with no record of abuse. Ang implementors ay ang Armed Reserve Command. Ang Armed Reserve Command ay binubuo ng mga regular forces, active na sundalo, Armed Reserve Command. Sa ngayon, mataas na ang standard ng Armed Reserve Command. Dahil ang bago nating commander ng Armed Reserve Command na si Major General Phil John Dudok, gumawa siya ng standard qualification kung paano pumasok ang isang sundalo at opisyal dito sa RSCOM. Ibig sabihin, lahat ng pumapasok dito sa Armed Reserve Command, marunong magturo, disiplinado, walang kaso, maganda ang service reputation, at karamihan, halos lahat, ay galing sa field duty o sa combat zone. Ibig sabihin, habang nagtuturo ang mga instructor ng ROTC program, sa ROTC program, ibig sabihin, mas lalong realistic kasi karamihan na magtuturo sa inyo na member ng Army of Command ay may experience na ibabahagi sa inyo. Magiging realistic. Kasi meron siyang halimbawa na sasabihin sa inyo base doon sa kanyang sinasabi. Pangatlo, male cadets dapat male trainers. So kung noon, ang nagtuturo sa babae, especially on the drilling ceremonies, ay kung sa babae ay lalaki, ngayon hindi na. Dapat kung babae ang mag-train. Ibig sabihin, kaya kung napapansin nyo, dito sa aming organization, compose kami ng male and female. No? Ito naman ang direktiba ng ating Secretary of National Defense. Sabi niya rito, select highly qualified personnel for ROTC training. Kagaya ng sinasabi ko po kanina, na kung saan ay lahat ng pumapasok dito ay dapat highly qualified. Ano ibig sabihin ng highly qualified? Ibig sabihin, unang-una, ikaw ay marunong magturo. Pangalawa, dapat maganda ang service reputation mo. Pangatlo, ikaw ay may disiplina at kortesiya na dala-dala na kung saan yan ang pride ng Army of Command, yung disiplina at kortesiya. Dahil yan ang the basic foundation ng lahat ng sundalo ng Armed Forces of the Philippines, particularly the Philippine Army. Next is put premium on the position of ROTC Commandant by providing incentives for career advancement. Dati-dati, pag kumandal ka ng ROTC program, hindi ka masyado nare-recognize, no? Kung anong effort ang ginagawa mo doon. Hindi siya plus factor or points pagdating sa promotion. But now, considering that there is a qualitative rating, no? Sa bawat position namin, isinama sa QRS yung position na kumanda. Ibig sabihin, may points na siya, may plus factor na siya. Pag ang pinag-usapan ay promotion and at the same time, advancement for schooling. So, kasama na yan sa qualification. Next. The following are the ROTC objectives. Number 1, to indoctrinate, train, and provide the ROTC cadets with the basic knowledge on military subjects and practical exercises that will enable them to acquire skills and capabilities to lead, move, survive, shoot, and communicate. To prepare college students for possible service in the defense establishment in the event of emergency. Sa ROTC program, dahil ituturo natin, magkaroon sila ng basic knowledge on military skills. Yun ay magagamit nila sa panahon na kung saan magkaroon ng emergency o kaya local threat sa kanilang lugar o magkaroon ng tinatawag na aggression dito sa ating bansa. At least, ang bawat kadete na tapos ng ROTC program ay mayroong kakayahan para mag-survive, para depensahan niya ang sarili. Alam niya gumamit ng baril, alam niya gumamit ng radyo, at basically, dapat alam niya yung tactics and techniques ng isang graduate ng ROTC, basic ROTC program. Next, to train and develop the ROTC cadets as future enlisted reservists for the reserve component of the Armed Forces of the Philippines. Lahat ng graduate natin ng ROTC, kagaya po ng sinasabi ko sa inyo kanina, ito ang isa sa pinakamalaking pinanggagalingan ng ating mga reservists or reserve force, yung ROTC program. At At kung napapansin nyo, sa panahon ngayon na nagkaroon tayo ng pandemya, karamihan na nagbigay ng voluntaryong serbisyo para sa limited checkpoint operation, distribution of relief goods, repacking of goods, relief goods. Karamihan dyan ay mga reservist, graduate ng ROTC program. Ilan lang dyan ang regular course. Ang regular course dyan ay either team leader or cadre. Isa o dalawa lang. Next is to inculcate the youth the spirit of patriotism and nationalism. Next, to prepare the youth for the vital role in nation building. Isa ito sa pinakamalaga. Malaki ang may tutulong ng ating mga kabataan sa ating bansa. Kagaya ng sinabi nga ni Dr. Jose Rizal, mayroon ko lang yung kanyang salita. Ang sabi niya doon, ang kabataan ang pag-asa ng ating bayan. Sinabi niyo. Ngayon, tanungin natin ang sarili natin. Tayo ba talaga ay pag-asa ng ating bayan? O tayo ang palaging hingit ng hingit sa bayan kung anong pwede para sa atin? Yun ang malaking tanong na makakasagot kayo mismo. Kung talagang kayo ay tunay na Pilipino na nagmamahal sa ating bayan. Next, to promote and protect the physical, moral, spiritual, intellectual, and social well-being of the youth. To train the youth as potential community leaders. To develop the civic consciousness in good citizenship among the youth. Yan siya sabi kanila ng Pangulong Duterte. To be a good citizenship. To be a good citizen. To be a good Filipino. Isang mabuting Pilipino. Paano ba isang mabuting Pilipino? Isang mabuting Pilipino, isang mabuting Pilipino, o mabuting bata, mabuting anak, kailangan, una, marunong sumunod sa mga sinasabi ng magulang. Marunong sumunod o makinig sa kanyang magulang. Pangalawa, may respeto sa mga nakakatanda. Pangatlo, dapat marunong sumunod sa batas na pinairal sa ating bansa. Next is the ROTC policies. Following are the ROTC policies. Okay. We have two types of ROTC program, the basic ROTC program and the advanced ROTC program. The basic ROTC program is a 1-year or 2-semester program which consists of at least 120 training hours credited for 6 units. It will be conducted once a week, preferably on Saturdays or Sundays, at 4 hours per meeting for 15 consecutive weekends. The first semester shall be called ROTC Military Science 1, and the second semester shall be called ROTC Military Science 2. Next, the certificate of completion training shall be issued to graduates of basic ROTC training and shall be signed by the school registrar and the ROTC Kumana. It shall include rank and APCL number of the cadets. So, ito, para sa kaalaman ng lahat. Lahat na nag-graduate ng basic ROTC ay may ranggo at may CL number na yan. No? As reservist. Ibig sabihin, pagkatapos nila na kunin ang basic ROTC program, upon their graduation, the Philippine Army in particular, or the Army Reserve Command, will issue APCL numbers and rank. So, yan yung nangyari. For the Advanced ROTC program, it is a 2-year or 4-year semester program. Ito naman yung mga kadete na magpapatuloy bilang isang cadet officer na mayroong plano na maging official ng regular course. The first semester shall be called ROTC or Military Science 31. Ito yung para sa advanced ROTC cadets. The second semester shall be called ROTC Military Science 32. It is 1 year or 2 semester program which consists of at least 100 training hours credited for 6 units. The first semester shall be called ROTC Military Science, MS-41, and MS-42 for the second semester. At yun pa rin, ang total niyan ay 6 units. Ibig sabihin, yung first semester, MS-41, 3 units, and the second semester, MS-42 is another 3 units. So equivalent to 6 units. Only graduates of the basic ROTC program, ROTC summer camp training, and advanced ROTC academic phase training are qualified to pursue advanced ROTC training with this a requirement for officership and the Armed Forces of the Philippines. Kaya yung mga cadet officer natin during summer, nandito sila sa headquarters, 3rd Arsenal DG training ground para kunin yung ROTC summer camp training and at the same time yung advanced phase ROTC training program para ma-qualified sila na maging advanced cadets and at the same time maging official ng regular force or ng Armed Forces of the Philippines. The following are the grading system. Attendance is 30 points, aptitude 30 points, subject proficiency is 40 points, with a total of 100 points. Students shall be allowed a maximum absences equivalent to 20% of the course training hours. The students who exceed the allowed percentage of absence shall be dropped from roles and shall be considered paid. Okay. Alam mo, dito, lagi pumapasok yung aming human consideration. Why? Because if not most, some of the cadets or cadets, no, magpapalam, hindi makakapasok sa ganitong training day, okay, dahil sa maraming dahilan. So, para maging legal at para maging may basis kami, sila ay pinapagawa na pinapaproduce namin ng dokumento na magpapatunay na magsasabi kung bakit hindi sila pwede pumasok sa susunod na training. For example, medical certificate kung sila may nararamdaman o kaya kasulatan na galing sa kanilang magulang na sila ay may mahalaga o importanteng pupuntahan sa schedule na training o sa panahon ng training na yun. Following are the benefits for the ROTC cadets. So, ito, yung mga benepisyo. No? Ito yung mga benepisyo na matatanggap o kaya na magkakaroon ng ating mga kadete habang sila ay naka-enroll sa ROTC program. Una, develop your leadership and managerial potential. Yun siya sabi kanina. No? Ang ating mga estudyante, hanggang bata pa, hanggang maaga pa, dapat kailangan natin silang suportahan. Kailangan natin silang susuportahan natin yung kanilang kakayahan. Dahil ang iba sa kanila ay may kakayahan maging isang leader, ang kakayahan sila may iba dahil may kakayahan maging isang manager. So, tayo sa ROTC program, yun ay by means of skills and other knowledge, no, na i-impart natin sa kanila, sila ay natututo. No, nagkakaroon ng confidence, sa madaling sabi. Nagkakaroon sila ng foresight kung anong maging sila in the future. So, yun ang kagandahan sa ROTC program. Next is develop your confidence, enthusiasm, and determination. So, dito sa ROTC program, sabi niya talagang it's a combination of practical and lecture. No? So, dito namin i-develop yung dapat yung bata may kumpiyansa sa sarili. No? Pagpasok niya rito, ang iba medyo mahihayin. Minsan yung ibang estudyante ay meron pala silang kakayahan pero nahihiya silang ipakita. So dito hindi. Sa ROTC program, we will support them. No? How they are going to show their skill. No? With confidence. Okay? Parang sa ganun ay pagka-graduate nila, no, ng ROTC program, they are armed with basic knowledge, skill, and ability as a student. Next, enhance the values of courtesy, discipline, character, and attitude. yan ang isa sa importante. No? Kagaya siya sabi ko kanina, sa haba po ng panahon na hindi naging mandatory ng ROTC, naging optional na po yung ROTC program na wala pong disiplina at respeto ng ating mga kabataan. Kayo mismo ang makakapagsabi niya kung mali o tama ang sinasabi ko. No? Na karamihan sa kabataan ngayon, nakakalungkot na yung kanilang respeto, kanilang disiplina ay nawawala. Na kung saan bilang isang Pilipino, dapat yan ang isa sa dapat maging pride natin. That a Filipino must be a disciplined and respect a Filipino citizen. Dapat ganun tayo. No? Yun ang kailangan natin. Lalo ngayon sa panahon na ito, kailangan natin ng disiplina. Disiplina ang kailangan para umangat ang pamumuhay natin. At higit sa lahat, para maging sulit ang direksyon ng ating bansa. Kailangan natin magkaisa, magkaroon ng disiplina. Next, develop your stability under pressure to have a correct decision. Dito sa ROTC program, no, may mga senaryo kami sa training na tinetest namin, no, ang isang ROTC cadets sa kanyang decision making. Okay? So, yan yung sinasabi na magkakaroon siya ng tamang decision even though siya ay may pressure, napipressure siya. So, ibig sabihin, doon makikita yung kakayahan ng isang estudyante kahit nasa sitwasyon siya na marami siyang iniisip at mayroong senaryo, pero yung naging decision niya ay tama. Can be a candidate soldier. So, pag-graduate ka nga ng sinabi ko kanina, pag-graduate ng basic ROTC, you're qualified to be a candidate, qualified for a candidate soldier. No? Can be qualified to take POTC. Ito naman yung mag-graduate ng ROTC advanced course. Pwede sila mag-POTC as preparatory for officership or before ma-commission sila sa armed forces. Yeah. Can be commissioned in the reserve course. Yun nga. So, pag graduate ka ng advanced ROTC program, tapos ka ng POTC, so ma-commission ka sa reserve course. Then, you can be qualified for OCC ROTC program. Ito yung bagong program ngayon na in-introduce ng Philippine Army. Mamaya papaliwanag ko sa dulo yan, pero initially, bibigyan ko kayo ng kaunting background sa OCC ROTC. Ito yung bagong program na source of commission ng regular officer na nanggaling mismo sa ROTC. Ito yung mga graduate ng advanced ROTC. Next. The following are the opportunities. Ito yung mga oportunidad na makukuha ng ating mga kadete or cadet officer pag sila ay kumuha ng ROTC program. Ang AP or the Philippine Army ay meron kaming in-offer na scholarship of cadet officer through cash incentive program. No? At marami na sa kanila nakapag-avail niyan. No? Meron lang siyang qualification or requirements. Dapat yung academic grades mo ay hindi bababa sa 85. Tapos yung ROTC grade mo dapat hindi bababa sa 85. Then you maintain the reputation, the overall reputation sa university or college, no? Yung character. Next is change to become a military officer through the advanced ROTC program. Ayun siya sabi kanina. Cultural Understanding Language Proficiency Program at Guam, Hawaii. Ito yung mga opportunity ng ating mga ROTC advanced cadets. Kasi nagkakaroon tayo ng exchange training, no? May mga pagkakataon na yung mga ROTC cadets from Hawaii, USA, sila yung pupunta rito for the training exercise with our ROTC advanced cadets. No? At yung ating ROTC advanced cadets naman, yun naman ang pupunta doon sa Guam o kaya sa Hawaii, USA para sa joint training exercise. Next is priority applicants for military training. Okay? Next is, meron din kami yung Commanding General Philippine Army yung cash incentive, no? That is 12,000. My Chief of Staff Armed Forces of the Philippines, cash incentive 50,000. Then, complete set of uniform, bidet, combat boots, t-shirt, shoes, poncho, belt, hydration pack, and others, no? Yan yung mga mayroon na oportunidad na makikita lang na magkakaroon na natin ng ROTC cadet officer. Next is, ipapakita ko sa inyo yung sweldo ngayon ng active military para at least yung ating mga ROTC candidates or ROTC cadets, no? At least makita nila one of the stable job in our country is to become a military. Ibig sabihin, military profession. No? Yan ang pinakaisa sa mga stable job. At yung benefits, yung pay allowances ay hindi naman nahuli na. No? Actually, mataas na. Kung titignan nyo, yung candidate soldier ngayon is, yung basic pay niya is 18,000. No? Candidate soldier pa lang yan. Yung private, 29,000. I-compare mo sa other employee ng government na may salary grade 1 and 2. No? Private pa lang yan, 29,000 na. No? Yung probable second 38,000 at yung second lieutenant is 42,000. Wala pa dyan yung mga allowances. Example ng allowances is yung subsistence allowance and other allowances, combat pay, clothing allowance, whatever. Marami yan. No? So, at least you join the ROTC program because there are so many opportunities na naghihintay sa inyo rito. Next is, what are the benefits of reservice? Ito naman, sa usapan natin. Next. Okay. Pre-hospitalization while on active duty status. Okay. Yung mga reservists natin, pag sila ay nasa active duty training at nagkaroon ng kaunting problema sa health or during the training, ay libre sila sa hospital. No? Meron tayong hospital sa military hospital. Then, entitled to receive uniform during active shift. So, may isang set of uniform sila na binibigay natin. Okay, authorized to avail access, goods and services, tax-free yan. Meron kami mga commissary na tax-free yung mga goods doon. So, they can avail, no? Has the chance to take professional military educational courses. So, yun, pili silang kumuha ng mga regular courses namin, no? Through NRI, so kagaya ng basic, advanced, and staff course, pwede lang i-avail yun. So, as long na they are willing to undergo the professional military educational courses. Next. Siyempre, entitled din sila ng ID, no? Ng ID cards. Okay. Para at least identify sila na sila ay isang langkawal o service. Isa lang yung nag-i-issue ng aming ID, no? Yung ID ng regular at saka ng service, isa lang. No? It is the Adjutant Philippine Army. So sa dinabi-dabi ng sundalo, pag nag-apply ka ng renewal of ID, matagal. Kasi sa dinabi namin namin. At isa lang. Para this uniform at the same time, maiwasan yung mga illegal na paggagawa ng ID. Entitled to receive social allowance while on active duty training status. So, yung diatab namin na laundry, clothing, social allowance, they are entitled. Next is entitled to receive military salary while on military schooling. So, pag ikaw isang reservist at kumuha ka ng regular course schooling, no? Sa regular course, kung ang rango mo ay sargento sa reservist, at pag nag-schooling ka ng regular course, ay yung sweldo mismo ng yung pay allowances ng sargento sa active, yun din ang susunduin mo. So, yun ang kagandahan. Next. Okay, ano naman yung OCC ROTC program? Ito yung isa sa pinakamaganda ngayon na program sa taong ito. No? The OCC ROTC program is a training conducted to officer candidates who are graduates of Probationary Officer Training Course and pass the APSAT AQSW, which focuses on two programs, the Officership Training Program and the Army War Fighting Training Program. So, yung ating mga advanced ROTC cadets, no? Pagkatapos nila kumuha ng MS-42, they have to take the POTC, o Probationary Officer Training Course, okay, during summer. Okay, that is 3 months. While they are taking up the 3 months POTC training, doon mismo ay ibibigay na yung APSAT examination, yung AQA, yung Qualifying Examination, at saka yung SWA. No? Yung tatlong yon, pag naipasa mo yan, while you are taking a POTC, okay, after the POTC, you will have your 15 days admin break, or depending on the authority that will be given by the course director. After the admin break, okay, you will go back to RSCOM. They will be transported going to training doctrine command for the 6 months OCC ROTC program. That is 6 months training. Then upon your graduation, okay, you will be a regular officer. So tuloy-tuloy na ngayon. So there are 3 academic modules in the officership training program: the Army Orientation, Army Leadership, and the Army Administration. Next, there are 6 academic modules in the Warfighting Training Program. The OCC ROTC program is a 6 months continuous training with a total of 960 training periods, or equivalent to 24 trainings. Kaya siya sabi kanina, no? Yan, 6 months training yan. And the one who will conduct the training is the Training in Doctrine Command Philippine Army. Diyan yan sa Kapas, no? Pang-model and Kapas na. Then, this is the objective of the OCC ROTC program: to provide a progressive, well-rounded, and balanced training that will equip the officer candidates to become competent officers of the regular force in the Philippine Army. So, progressive siya. Ibig sabihin, may continuity from ROTC, from basic ROTC as cadet officer, to advanced, to POTC, then to OCC ROTC program. Okay. The following are the specific objectives of the OCC ROTC program. Okay. Number 1 is explain to the students how to adopt the norms and regulations of the military profession. Number 2, train the students to develop the leadership skills. Number 3, train the students to develop the basic administration and management skills. On warfighting training program, ito naman yung mga objective, no? You want to be an Army officer? You join the ROTC program, the Reserve Officer Training Course. For basic ROTC program, yan yung mga qualification. For advanced ROTC program, yan naman yung mga qualifications. For Probationary Officer Training Corps, MS-43, yan naman yung qualifications. Next. For OCC ROTC program, yan naman yung qualification. So kung napapansin nyo, must pass the APSAT, EQA, and ESWA examination. Okay. Ito yung challenge natin ngayon, no? Ito yung talaga yung isa sa mga challenge natin. In this situation, especially today, as we face the challenge against the COVID-19 pandemic, isa sa mga tanong is, paano natin gagawin yung training ng ROTC program considering the situation? No? So, of course, there is an ROTC program in all state universities and colleges because based on the Republic Act 9163, and at the same time, It is part of the curriculum of the state universities and colleges. So meron tayo pong ROTC program this calendar year, this school year. Paano natin gagawin ko? No? Considering the situation. Okay? How the ROTC program introduced to the students during COVID-19 pandemic situation? Ito yung mga challenge natin. The emergence of COVID-19 pandemic brought unprecedented disruptions in the lives of people all over the world. Sabihin din lang sa ating bansa. It came so unexpectedly, where no one was ready enough to embrace its impact to society. So lahat tayo unprepared, no? Nakita naman natin. So, due to the situation, it is paramount to enforce flexible learning. Through flexible learning, by blended learning modes, the design and delivery of program, course, and learning interventions that address learners' unique in terms of place, pace, process, and products of learning. Ibig sabihin ito, no? Actually, we have conducted coordinating meetings or conferences with our counterparts from the universities, no? NSTP Director, ROTC Coordinator, the Commandants. Nagkaroon kami dito ng meetings through BBC, no? Through limited face-to-face, no? In order to have to talk about how we are going to this ROTC program with this present situation. So we came up doon sa tinatawag na flexible learning, no? Meron kaming dalawang concept na gagawin para yung ROTC program na introduce natin sa ating mga freshman student. Una is yung online, no? So online, ibig sabihin gamit yung ating internet connectivity, gamit yung ating cellphone, gamit yung ating laptop, gamit yung ating desktop, but still, there is a question. No? Paano yung mga estudyante na wala yung mga ganun sinabi ko? Internet connectivity, wala siyang laptop, wala siyang cellphone. So, isa yan sa mga question na lumabas nung kami nag-meeting. Kaya, napag-usapan ulit namin yung isang konsepto. Ito yung tatawag na modular, no? Modular concept. Na kung saan, ito ay gagawin namin sa pamagitan ng pag-distribute ng pop sheet, no? Materials. Pop sheet materials, no? Ito ay kailangan namin ng tulong dito, hindi lang ating mga university officials, but also our barangay officials, no? Kasi barangay mismo nakakalam kung saan nakatira si Juan, kung saan nakatira si Maria. So sila mismo nakakalam kung saan yung tirahan ng mga ating estudyante. So actually, it is a very challenge to every one of us, but sabi nga, wala namang imposible pag nagtulong-tulong. Totoo, nasa umpisa, medyo mahirap, pero pag once na nagawa na natin yan, no, tuloy-tuloy na yan at makikita natin na at the end of the day, we'll be proud of na nagawa natin yung ating trabaho even though there is a challenges. No? Itong challenge na ito, itong pandemic nito, dapat hindi ito maging dahilan, buhat lang, para hindi natin gawing tama ang ating trabaho na mandato sa atin bilang nagsiservyo sa ating mga kababayan. So, again, I hope that for the past 1 hour, I able to give you an orientation what is our ROTC program and how we are going to do it. Okay, with this present situation, what I need from you is your cooperation and understanding, and the RCDG, the DMSD, the ROTC units is open to all students who wanted to enroll ROTC program, and any clarification, questions na gusto nyo tanong ay pwede nyo itanong dun sa DMSD. At meron naman tayo mga personnel na naka-detail doon. Then, of course, we have a hotline number, we have a Facebooks, no, available. You can ask your any question. Ulitin ko, nandito ang inyong third RCDG. para sa inyo, no? Hindi para kanino, kundi para sa inyo, lalo sa ating mga mag-aaral ng freshman student ng kolehiyo na kukuha ng ROTC program. So, sa inyong lahat, ako ay nagpapasalamat sa pakikinig nyo sa isang oras. I hope that naibigay ko lahat yung tamang information. So again, tanungin natin ating sarili kung ano may tutulong natin sa ating bayan, lalo sa panahon na ganitong situation. So sa inyo lahat, stay safe. Let us pray. Lahat ito ay magagawa natin with the guide of our Almighty, and at the same time, as your service bilang lingkod bayan ninyo dito sa aming himpilan, 10 ng aking mga kasamahan ay gagawin namin ang aming mandato ng tama at kami ay susuporta sa anumang pangangailangan ninyo para maibigay namin ang tamang serbisyo pag ang pinag-usapan ay ROTC program. Sa inyo lahat, magandang umaga at mabuhay.